Hello everyone. So how did I manage to pick the worst location for my subwoofer in my car? Now what I'm doing is I'm redoing my whole installation. So I did the mids in the dash, I'm doing mid bass in the kicks, and I have this little guy here which I'm gonna be installing for a friend. So at the same time I thought, why not to check something. So I'm gonna be doing a comparison between these two subs. It's gonna be a next video. Probably I'm gonna do it tomorrow, whatever. I have all the measurements, I just need to do it. So, for now, I have my subwoofer here, just behind the back seats. And it's one of the most popular installation methods, like put it behind the seats. And I just flopped it in there and was hoping for the best. So I have a measurement from this one, which I was using for probably more than half a year. Then I took this little guy, and what I did is I took this one out, put the little guy in, measured that. Then I put it in this little one. I put it in instead of the spare wheel, so I can take it off, the whole panel, and just plopped it in there, took another measurement. I put it on one side, which is gonna be, so since I'm in UK, I'm driving on the right side, so it's gonna be the opposite of the driver. And then I put it on the right side as well, so same side as the driver. And I found out something interesting. Apparently, this position in my car is the worst. So let's have a look at the measurements. I have only 4 measurements, so it's gonna be quick and easy. The first one is on the right side, so it's just the same side as the driver, because I know a lot of viewers are from America, so you have it your steering wheel on the left side, so it's this is on the wrong side. Yeah, so this is the driver's side measurement, which looks normal, but we need to compare to someone. So with some things here, if you can see above, it's like 150. It's a big massive cancellation. And another cancellation is here, about 273 hertz. The next measurement is from the subwoofer on the left side. So in my case, is the opposite of the driver. Where you usually see in SQ builds, they put the subwoofer on the opposite side of the driver to make the path length the longest. So in my particular case, in my car, I don't see a big difference at the lower end here, like it's maybe 1 dB difference. But the big difference is at the higher end, so that's 80, let's say at 80 hertz. This is a difference between 61 and 63. It's like 3 dB difference. And the bigger difference is the extension. Yeah, so this drops off much further, so that peak is not that big. So this is, you might think, why should I care about this area if it's playing bass? Yeah, but don't forget that this area, it integrates into the mid bass, so we need that extension as much as possible. So this on the opposite side of the driver would be better for integration. It has a bigger extension and a bit more here. Next, I put the sub in the spare wheel well, and as you can see, I have more output at 33 hertz and at 27. So this is a cancellation in the car, so it's the same, but I have more output here at the lower end. Here is the same, more or less. And here again, I have that good extension with a shallower slope. The slope of a natural roll-off is not as steep as the other ones. And I have more level up to 120 hertz. And basically here as well is like 3 dB difference. And here, so if I compare these two, the left side, sorry, because that would be the better option. Yeah, I have more level here, so again, it's better for integration into the mid bass, and a bit less extension, but it's fine. And now, where I had my sub before, behind the seats where most people have their subs, and look at that, I have a massive cancellation here, and all the level is down. So basically from all 4 of these measurements, if you can see, is the worst position in my particular case, in my build, in my car. Yeah, it's a long car, it's a hatchback, so it doesn't have a boot, and if you can see, it's the worst thing. I have less level here, it's like maybe 3 dB difference as well, and here is a big massive difference. So if I take example this cancellation, that's a 6 dB difference. So just by moving my sub to a different place, I could gain 6 dB here, and on this level is going to be much better for integration. So guess where my sub is going? It's going to go to the spare wheel well. I'm going to rebuild everything, and basically I will have more level almost everywhere, and this cancellation is not going to be as big. Yeah, and the slope is going to be the same. It's going to be extension up to 120 hertz. So if I'm going to be crossing it at 70, I can make it almost flat to 130, and it's going to be amazing. So as Peter says, location, application, and tuning. So location, number 1, we need to change the location. I will need to change the location for my sub, and it's going to go into the spare wheel well. Cool. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.